Hello, everyone. It's the Real Gina B Date with a Plate, and it is actually very early today. I am shocked that I am able to go ahead and get my lives done. So I'm jumping on here early because tonight I won't be on here, even though yesterday I said that I would be on here tomorrow night. And usually I do my lives at night or in the evenings, but it's a great day. It's a beautiful day, and I am in my car, another car, but I'm in my car again doing a live, but this time you can see me. This time I got some light around. So I want to get on here because I just heard a story that was actually really funny. I have a cake story for you guys, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to do that, so we'll have more to talk about. But the cake story is pretty interesting, and it's actually the reason why a lot of people stop doing home bakeries and home businesses, the ones that just don't feel like going through all of that. These are tomorrow you'll understand why some people are just like forget about it, because I remember I used to do cakes and things like that at home, and I just started kind of losing my passion for it. Sometimes it would just be me, sometimes it would be the customer. I also remember just trying to please people, and I'm totally not like that anymore. You're gonna give me my money. But I used to really try to please people, and I remember a few times I would make these bomb cakes, and they wouldn't give me no money for it, hardly, like pennies. I remember one person, I made this beautiful cake for them, and I even delivered it to them. hmm Wasn't even a big cake at all, nothing. I only charged them $20 for it. And because I knew them, and they were, yeah, and they never paid me. It's like, all right, I got you. Never paid me. Still to this day, never. I see them every so often, not often. I've seen them around a couple times, but I mean, I let it go because you ain't getting nothing else from me. They even asked me one time, like years down the line. I was like, oh, no. So anyway, yeah, and then I lost my passion, and then I got like one more customer, and I kind of played them. So yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So I make cakes sparingly. I think I made a cake maybe a year or two ago for a friend, and she was advertising. I said, nah, I don't make cakes no more. I am absolutely retired. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this story that I want to talk about: food crimes or food ridiculousness. Yesterday, we talked about a restaurant that China buffet that was disgusting. And I actually forgot to tell y'all that at the end, they actually went into the restaurant and they found that there were rats in there with feces and all that yucky, nasty stuff. So they finally said that the place was shut down. Thank God, because people were still eating there, even though they were getting like all these violations and stuff. I don't know. People just nasty. You go in people's houses, it's nasty. Y'all be ready to eat their food. Good luck on Thanksgiving. Like I'm good. Ugh, no. People be letting their dogs and cats be on the, God, no. Anyway, mm-mm. Anyway, let's get to this story. So I was, what, roaming around the internet, and there was a story about OFC. Can you guess what OFC is? It's a restaurant, and they kind of took KFC and started kind of rebranding it. So this is a place in Asia, and for some reason, international places like KFC, because anytime I've gone internationally somewhere, there is a KFC there. So different countries love them some KFC, okay? So this Asian country, they love KFC, and sometimes it's hard to get KFC there or get the branding for it because it's kind of strict or something like that. So this person was like, shoot, it's all right because I know how to fry me some chicken. It was an Asian. I think his name was Zoo Bowling or something. Zoo Bowling, Boeing, Zoo Bowling. I don't know. It was spelled really weird, but he was the Asian owner, and he had this fried chicken establishment, and he called it OFC, which means Obama Fried Chicken. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. And the funny thing is, instead of it having Colonel Sanders on the side, it had Obama on the side. Now, Obama was kind of like a character, so his skin and all that didn't look black. But you knew as soon as if you knew who, and that actually that was like Obama, that was around Obama's first term. So everybody knew who he was, and he started gaining traction. Of course, everybody knew who he was in the US, but he really started gaining traction internationally. So if you, even though he was technically white on the poster, you knew exactly who he was when you seen him. So yeah, he made this thing Obama Fried Chicken, and the slogan was, "We're so cool, aren't we?" Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so when it was funny because the U.S. was acting stank. They got wind of it because somebody kind of like made a big deal of it because they thought that he was infringing on KFC. So they made a big deal about it, and then United States got wind of it, and of course here come Al Sharpton with him and his hair, and it wasn't it wasn't a big Al Sharpton, it was a skinny Al Sharpton with the slick back. He comes out, he got something to say about it, talking about he felt like it was offensive and that the man needed to shut it down and stop because it's offensive. The reason why he thought it was offensive because people correlate fried chicken with black people. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, different cultures, different races like fried chicken. Now, could the black culture maybe like it a little bit better than others? Probably, maybe, I don't know. But I know people who eat fried chicken. I know some black people who don't eat fried chicken. I know some black people who said they don't eat chicken at all. And I was like, and I know some white people and I know some other people who don't eat chicken. So come on, let's stop it. So anyway, Al Sharpton tried to jump on that train. I don't know where that went, but it probably crashed. And then KFC got into the fight. And they was like, yeah, for real, this kind of looked like us. We didn't give you permissions. We didn't give you rights. How about we sue you guys? And of course, the internet comes in because the internet be interneting. They come in and they like, hold up, wait a minute, KFC, what y'all talking about? Wait a minute, ain't y'all the ones that when Obama ran for his term, you guys came out with a commercial that had an Obama look-alike at a president rally, sitting there talking about change is good. Y'all should have seen this commercial. It was hilarious. And I'm like, yeah, that's an Obama look-alike. Faux show. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. And so the Obama lookalike is on this commercial, a KFC commercial. And even though KFC explained that it was change is good because they were changing up their menu, still people were like, how can you come after this man about using Obama on a fried chicken thing and y'all used him on a commercial? So it was a whole big thing. Nobody cares really, to be honest, but it was a back and forth thing. KFC decided to drop it, and then somebody decided to go in and ask the owner, why exactly did he use him? And so he said he used Obama because he felt like he was charismatic, and he was like kind of obsessed with him. And so he said he didn't mean to do it as like a racist thing or anything like that. And I'm like, why is people always correlating chicken with black people? He didn't do it to be racist. He did it because he admired somebody. Y'all just, okay. So after a whole bunch of bashing and all that, he ended up changing the restaurant name to UFO. I'm not exactly sure why it was spelled that way. Hey, how are you? Not exactly sure what the acronym for the UFO was. And then after, I guess, a lot of backlash still, after he told people that he didn't use Obama because it was like anything offensive, he ended up having to take it off of his restaurant. But they still say he's owning and operating restaurants still to this day. So I'm grateful for him. I'm glad that he did not give up after all of the controversy. But I thought that was hilarious that he did that. I mean, it's pretty clever. But if you do something like that, you got to do your different brand. Like, you can't take KFC or Taco Bell or Burger King or all these other places. You can't take they branding. They pay for that. That is theirs. When people see it, they automatically, relate to it. So, anybody else who uses it, you're really infringing for real. So, all right, I will be back on here tomorrow. I am going to talk about more food crime stories and etc. And I will see you guys again, like I said, tomorrow. It is your girl, the real Gina B. Date with the plate. Only eat it if it's good.